Chapter 15. I slid the wizard card into my t-shirt pocket. Then I tucked the deck of Be Afraid cards into the back pocket of my jeans. The three of us stepped out the front door and started down the front lawn. We stopped at the giant fallen maple tree at the curb. It had toppled over power lines. The torn wires buzzed and crackled, sending a shower of sparks over the sidewalk. Across the street, I saw a red hunk of crushed metal. That used to be a car, I murmured to my friends. They gazed open-mouthed at the wreckage and destruction all down the block. Crushed cars, toppled trees and power lines, deep holes in the street, broken hedges, trampled flower beds. 3 police cars blocked off the street, the red lights on their roofs flashing silently. People huddled in small groups, crying, chattering excitedly, pointing to the damaged houses and crushed cars, shaking their heads in bewilderment and shock. "We did this," I muttered. "It's all our fault." "I can't believe it," Emily replied in a trembling voice. "I can't believe that card game is so evil." I saw a group of neighbors watching us. I wondered if they knew that we were the guilty ones. I was the one who sold the evil cards. We were the ones who made the knights and soldiers and dragon appear. What would happen to my friends and me if people found out? What would people do to us? Would they sue my parents? My parents have to pay for all the damage? What would my parents do to me? The question sent a wave of cold panic over me. My legs suddenly felt weak. I tried to blink away my sudden dizziness. We passed the police squad cars. I could hear the radios crackling. Dark uniformed officers were walking up and down the street, checking out the deep footprints in the pavement, scratching their heads, their expressions puzzled. As we reached the corner, Mr. Zarwood's house came into view. The front door was shut and the windows were all dark. The morning newspaper still lay in the driveway. "Look, Zarwood's house is perfectly okay," Kyle said, pointing. "And his yard is too." I touched the deck of cards in my back pocket. "I hope he's home," I murmured. "I really want to get rid of these cards." We crossed the street and made our way over the neatly trimmed lawn to his front door. I peered into the window, but the reflection of the sun formed a gold curtain over it. Taking a deep breath, I climbed the 3 low steps and pushed the doorbell. I could hear it chime inside the house. "Mr. Zarwood, are you home?" I called, my voice choked and shrill. "Mr. Zarwood!" No reply. No footsteps in the house. Not a sound. I pushed the doorbell again and waited. My hands were suddenly ice cold. I could feel the blood pulsing in my temples. "Of course you're afraid, Connor," I told myself. "He's a wizard. He has strange, magical powers. Maybe he's an evil wizard. And I stole something that belongs to him." "Hear anything?" Kyle called from the walk. He and Emily had hung back. Now they huddled close together, watching me. I tried the bell again, then I pounded the front door with my fist. To my surprise, the door swung open. "Hey!" I cried out. I poked my head inside. The front of the house stood in darkness. I took a deep breath and smelled a sharp, sweet aroma. Spicy. "Mr. Zarwood!" I called. My voice echoed hollowly in the darkness. I took another deep breath, trying to slow my racing heart. Then I pushed the door open a little farther and stepped into the front hall. "Hello?" I called. "Anybody home?" I jumped back when I heard the shrill peal of laughter from the front room.